Mobile learning is a broad term that describes using a mobile device to learn. When libraries joined the P3 project with the intention of implementing mobile learning, we left it up to each library to determine what that would look like. We assumed that libraries would select and promote specific apps, for example, learning apps designed to teach English, math skills, or career exploration. What we discovered is that mobile learning needs to start with attention to some foundational skills and knowledge. Today, we're going to talk to Sherry Lehane from Providence Public Library and Shania Patrick from DC Public Library, who will share how their approaches to mobile learning evolved over the course of the project. So Sherry, when you came into this project, what did you think support for mobile learning would look like? And how did your thinking about using smartphones to learn evolve?
Well, at Providence Public Library, we thought that mobile learning would be a good option for adults who would like to work on math, reading, or English skills, but might not be able or interested in attending a class. So we started with identifying specific learning apps, and we promoted them in the library and to adult education providers. And the service that the library offered was onboarding adults to these apps and supporting them either in person, by email, or text messaging. We didn't have many patrons who related to learning through these apps, but in speaking to them, we learned that they could benefit from an understanding of basic smartphone concepts, such as how to add an email account or use an internet browser on their phone. And once they had this knowledge, they could use their phones to do things like search for a job or complete an application or join a distance learning class via Zoom. So what evolved was our understanding of the scaffolding that we could provide to help adults use their phone more effectively for employment readiness or to engage in learning.
At the DC Public Library, my first approach to mobile learning involved providing ways for customers to study for the GED exam anytime, any place using a mobile device. My initial understanding of mobile was able to move about. As a team member, we focused on helping learners realize they can continue studying on the bus, their lunch breaks, or waiting rooms at doctor's office, anywhere. We focused on all mobile devices, including laptops, tablets, and smartphones. Over time, I realized that we could broaden the use of mobile learning by teaching patrons how to use the standard apps on smartphones to learn and to study. We identify apps commonly used, found on cell phones, that could be used for learning, including the clock, calendar, notes, dictation, and the camera. From there, we develop workshops based on these apps that can help them study for a test, conduct research, take notes for a class, and prepare for a job interview. For example, workshops demonstrated how the stopwatch can be used to practice speed reading, how to set alarms for study reminders, and to take pictures with their camera as a way to take notes.
And based on what you've learned, what do you see as the implications for the services you provide?
The services we provide need to accommodate adults who rely exclusively on their smartphone for internet access. So this means that we need to have an intake process in place that includes questions about how adults use their phone. And once we understand what the learner knows, we build on that.
The DC Public Library already offers a variety of free computer classes, from computer basics to Microsoft Office certifications. However, we don't have any formal classes designed to help customers become more familiar with the standard features of cell phones that they can use to learn. We can consider combining 3 workshops into one session. We can offer mobile learning workshops in the neighborhood branches, or we can create brief informative videos on mobile learning as a resource on the website. Overall, we can learn from this experience to think more deeply on how to provide this type of service in the future.
What I hear in common is that you both backed up a step and considered what adults know and can do with their phones, and then built upon that. And in this way, you found many paths to building adults' confidence that they can learn independently on their devices. Thank you, Sherry and Shania.